The fight here represents the larger fight we're seeing all across our region. Big for-profit corporations coming in and kicking our people out. At a point in time when we're talking about social equity, we've got large corporations with no ties to our communities, simply seeking the bottom line, profit over people. But they chose the wrong people to pick on. They chose the seniors that we love. The people who have walked these neighborhoods with us, who have stood up for injustices, who have fought side by side with us. And simply because they're older today, and simply because they look different, and simply because they have a different language, and simply because they have a different history than their shareholders, than those who are demanding profit from this investment. Simply because of all these reasons, they want to kick out those seniors who have made our community what it is today. I don't know how else to say it. It's just plain and simple, cold-blooded and cruel.
79 years ago, we didn't have any elected officials or community support, and so our community had to quietly be sent off to concentration camps. But today, we are all gathered with Assemblymember Santiago, Councilman Kevin De Leon, Supervisor Hilda Solis, and the entire community in Boyle Heights to say hell no.
Hell no.
Hell no.
Hell no. That's right.
Pacifica will not evict our seniors, especially during this pandemic. Assemblymember Santiago and I have introduced Assembly Bill 279, which will ban evictions or changes in conditions in these nursing homes, in these intermediate care facilities during this state of emergency.
Pacifica's plans to close the intermediate care facility and force the relocation of many vulnerable seniors might be nothing short of a death sentence. We know that the vast majority of individuals who have died in California and throughout the country have died from assisted nursing living homes. These actions, as we know, are both dangerous as well as potentially deadly. Pacifica Companies, especially its chairman and founding principal, Mr. Ash Israni, has ignored my repeated phone calls and emails to request a discussion over options to delay relocations and ensure these senior citizens are protected from becoming infected with COVID-19. Effectively, Pacifica is proving that they are making profits the priority over the well-being of our residents in Boyle Heights.
5 years ago, Congresswoman Waters and Congresswoman Judy Chu participated with a number of community organizations to express their opposition to the sale of Cairo and its 4 facilities to Pacifica for this very reason, that they were worried that the culturally sensitive care that was provided by Cairo would fall victim to financial interests. And sure enough, here we are 5 years later with the possibility of this becoming very, very real.
These people in Boyle Heights have done their work. The ICF is the first facility in the world to have a cohort of elderly Japanese people in the United States, anywhere on earth. And we have something to be very proud of, that we could create a small green zone where people are safe from the epidemic. So that's why we don't want these people thrown out. With this day of remembrance, we can remember our elders, but we can also rejoice in the fact we have new friends that are fighting for what it is to be American.
Residents at the ICF receive bilingual and bicultural services, and this part is really important. And they have each other, and they have been kept 100% COVID-free throughout this pandemic in that ICF building. They are mostly Japanese women in their 80s, 90s, and several are over 100 years old. In contrast to ICF's COVID status, Pacifica has proposed these elders move from ICF to another Pacifica-owned facility, the KI Los Angeles Nursing Home. KI LA is currently what they call a designated COVID-19 nursing home, which means they admit COVID-positive patients from hospitals, and now it may be the deadliest COVID nursing home in California. Without bilingual, bicultural care in a COVID-free alternate facility, the ICF residents cannot safely be moved. With 230 COVID-positive cases and 96 deaths, the county must investigate how Pacifica got this designation and why they have not kept these seniors safe. There are many questions about this designation, and public posted notices are nowhere to be found. Please come out next Thursday, February 25th at 11 a.m. at the KILA Nursing Home in Lincoln Heights to remember over 100 lives lost at Pacifica's KILA and KI South Bay nursing homes, and to shed light on these designated COVID-19 nursing homes.